Have you ever imagined what the world would be like without a telephone? Without the ability to call someone, ask for help, close deals, or miss your family? Today you'll discover the fascinating story of the device that changed humanity. And before we start, please leave a like, share, subscribe, and support my work using the links in the channel. The story begins in 1876, when Alexander Graham Bell ran down a hallway and said the phrase that would change everything. "Mr. Watson, come here. I want to see you." It was the first call in history. Bell's idea was simple and brilliant: to transform the vibrations of the voice into electrical signals, send them through a wire, and reconvert everything into sound. At the time, it seemed like magic, and it truly was. The first telephones were huge, made of wood, with a crank, exposed wires, and very low sound. People had to speak loudly, press their ears hard, and hope the call wouldn't drop, something that, let's face it, still happens today. Telephony evolved quickly. Manual switchboards with operators connecting wires, then automatic systems, submarine cables crossing oceans and bringing continents closer together. And here come the curiosities that almost no one knows. The telephone not only brought people closer, it created professions, broke down commercial borders, and was one of the reasons for the population explosion in large cities. Hello friends, share, subscribe, leave a like. Companies could only grow globally when they could communicate over distances. Entire governments reorganized thanks to the telephone. Now let's go to Brazil. In the 80s and 90s, having a telephone at home was a status symbol, almost a sign of wealth. Few had a line, and many bought one as an investment. A telephone line was expensive, valued, and could even be rented monthly. Yes, people rented telephones like one rents a car today. It was prestigious to have a landline, and families kept extension cards like treasures. Surprising fact: in Brazil, a telephone line was so valuable that it even appeared in property deeds. And to install one, sometimes the wait lasted years. Today we get a cell phone in minutes, but back then there were waiting lists and even lotteries. Then came the revolution, the cordless home phone. After that, the first giant cell phones, known as bricks. Heavy with weak batteries, unstable signals, but whoever had one was a king. The cell phone started as a luxury device, then became a work tool, and finally part of our bodies. And all this thanks to the evolution of the same principle created by Bell, transforming voice into signal. Another little known fact: many don't know that the first text messages were just a test by engineers. They weren't meant for the public. Only years later did they become a craze, paving the way for the messaging apps we use today. In global communication, the telephone was the bridge between worlds. Submarine cables, now made with ultra-thin optical fibers, carry millions of calls per second beneath the ocean. The planet became a neighborhood. Hello friends, support my work by purchasing through my link below. Then came smartphones, which changed everything again. They ceased to be phones and became mini computers, cameras, maps, libraries, radios, TVs, and pocket banks. A little known fact: when you make a call today, much of it doesn't even travel through wires. It turns into digital data and crosses the internet as if it were a text message. The telephone revolutionized love, work, politics, friendship, commerce, and even wars. It was the one that allowed negotiations that prevented conflicts, alerts that saved lives, and messages that changed the course of history. And to think that it all started with a scientist calling his assistant in another room, and today we talk to people on the other side of the planet as if they were right here. If this story touched you, please leave a like, share, subscribe, and support the channel by purchasing through the links here. Hello friends, share, subscribe, leave a like. This helps a lot and encourages me to continue creating stories like this.